Welcome to City Corner, an ongoing program where we talk with council and city staff about what's happening in our city. Hello, I'm Hollie Logan, and today we have brought onto the program Parks and Recreation Coordinator Sherry Gartside. Sherry's going to talk about the HAPO Community Stage and how it has been embraced by our community as the city's gathering place. Welcome, Sherry.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thanks for being here. So we recently celebrated the first anniversary of the HAPO Community Stage. Can you explain why John Dan Plaza was chosen for the site of the stage?
Well, it just happens to be right in the heart of the city, and it was included in the master plan, so it just seemed like a real natural fit.
Right. Can you give us a brief history on how the stage came to fruition?
You bet. Back in 2015, plans were being reviewed, and it was quite dynamic of how it all came together because those on the planning committee would interview all sorts of different associations that would be involved. So everybody had a little bit of an input. So together with state grants and business license reserve and HAPO's generous donation, thus we have a stage.
That's great. So HAPO did agree to naming sponsorship.
They did.
And so they contribute to the stage.
Yeah, they do.
On a regular basis.
Yes.
They're a good partner with us on that.
Yes, the best.
So talk a little bit about the amenities for the stage and what makes it unique for our area.
Well, the design, for one thing, it's acoustically designed, so it will attract to all of the performing artists, you know, from the dancers to the musicians. And the beauty, of course,
sure.
The ambiance.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is the green room. It's just really, really geared towards those that need a lot of hair appliances.
Yeah, exactly. We can relate to that.
Yes, we get that. And the mirrors, so it's just it's just a good.
It's very accommodating for anyone who needs to use the stage for their performances. It is a really nice room that has a restroom in there and really good lighting. So
it's always so much fun to take a first-time visitor out onto the stage, and they'll just stand out there and they'll go, "Oh my goodness, I had no idea it was this amazing." I go, "Could have told you that over the phone, but nothing like being here."
There really is nothing like being up there, though.
Oh.
You don't realize how big it is until you're standing in the center of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's impressive. So is it already equipped, is it also equipped with sound?
It does. It has
And
a sound
lights?
component that we rent out to those. It requires a little bit more for the big sound. We do recommend that outside services be sought because of the subwoofers and that the monitors and so. But what we have is very nice for a PA system.
So how have citizens responded to the stage?
Holly, I think it's just been amazing. The responses are just positive. I have not heard a negative comment whatsoever. So I think it's been well received.
I think it's evident by the attendance that we've had at all of the events that have taken place there. The public events, the Live at 5 and that sort of thing. Yeah. So tell us briefly about your responsibilities as it relates to the programming for the stage.
And that's what I do is I program it and promote it. So a phone call will get the ball rolling, and then I can help those that are interested in renting it for a private event, and or if there's a sponsorship opportunity, then I can help with that as well.
And so how often do we try to schedule events at the stage on the city's side for city events?
I would like to see something out there every single day. I don't know what I'm thinking sometimes, but yes.
It's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. So the HAPO Stage is also available for private rentals. Tell us about this and how a citizen or group can get information about renting the stage.
A phone call would be just awesome. I can walk the individual through the process. And it's relatively simple. It depends on the level of activities that you're looking to host. If you want a paid fee event, then that requires fencing, and or if there's other tiers or components that you want to add, you know, we can work through most situations. Permitting and insurance is always important, but most things are feasible. We try to, on the city side, we're looking to do quite a few children's activities along with just all various forms of, well, let me tell you, for example, in August, we're working with the Richland Library to have an eclipse viewing. So out there on August 21st, about 9:30ish, we're inviting the public to come, and we're going to hand out so many of the viewing goggles, and we'll also have activities for the kids to be entertained when that moon passes over the sun. So
that's cool.
It will be cool.
Yeah.
It will be cool. But of course, due to your efforts, we'll have some really good advertising to promote it.
Yeah, that's one thing that I love is that we have a diverse offering of different events down there, both public and private events. And I know that we do have a pretty robust web page on the Parks and Rec website where people can go for more information about some of the amenities at the stage and some rental information.
Rental and a calendar.
A calendar?
A calendar that will showcase the different events.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so at the end of the show, we'll remind everyone where they can go to get that. So you mentioned the Eclipse event. Let's talk about some of the other events coming up. One of the larger summer events is the Live at 5 series. Can you give us a little bit more information about that?
Yes, of course. Beginning the first Thursday in June, we will be kicking off not 9 weeks this year, but 11 weeks of activities every Thursday night. And that is a partnered event with Radio Tri-Cities. So, you know, it's just growing and growing, the number of attendees, the different kinds of music. It is a fun-filled, family fun-filled event for all.
Yeah, so how has the stage helped grow this event, and what have the promoters commented about the facility? Because before the stage was there, this event was held at John Dan Plaza, correct?
14 years strong.
Okay.
And yes, and they would set up the band on that grassy knoll area. Now they have this beautiful venue, and they are ecstatic about what can be offered, as well as the musicians. So they've been able to attract a lot of local talent, but maybe a little bit more abroad than just the local.
Outside of our area,
yes,
across the region. That's great. So let's go through a few other things planned. June 17th, we have Rage at the Stage. Tell us about that.
A battle of the bands right there at the HAPO Community Stage. The preliminaries will be held off-site with the finals on June 17th at the stage. It should be really good. The promoters, they're just very, very active, and I think they're going to do well, and we will help them succeed with this.
That's great. So the finals, they'll compete over the first 4 weeks off-site, you said?
Yes.
And then the finals will be held at the stage, so that should gather a pretty big crowd. That's exciting.
Yes, a diverse crowd.
Yeah. And then on July 22nd, a luau.
Check it out, a luau right downtown Richland. Yes, a very, very, working with a wonderful Hawaii group that are going to perform dance and have the music and children's activities with a dinner, just a full-on dinner. It should be a good time.
We having some roasted pig?
Yes, we are.
Great. And that, you said there will be a charge for that event, correct?
There will be a fee for dinner.
A small fee?
A small fee.
Okay. Great. And then August 12th and the 13th, tell us about Pub and Grub.
Oh, I am so excited. This is going to be, I hope, an annual event. It's a first-time event. So on Saturday and Sunday, August 12th and 13th, we're going to have, like Hollie said, a Pub and Grub, which we are going to feature as many food trucks as we can get into the park, and of diverse, again, musical lineup. A lot of local artists. There'll be 4 or 5 performing on Saturday, and then on Sunday we'll have 3 bands performing with, in the late afternoon, a Tom Petty cover band.
Oh, cool.
It will be fun.
Yes.
It will be fun. So.
That'll be fun. And then you'll be highlighting some of our local breweries as well, correct?
Yes, we will.
Okay.
Yes, we
and
will.
Will that be a paid event? Do you know yet?
Will be. We're going to fence off the entire area, and it will be admission of $5 per person per day.
Okay. That sounds exciting.
It will be fun.
And then September 9th, tell us about Dancing Under the Stars. I love this
Is that not the best?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
yes.
so excited.
In partnership with the Richland Seniors Association.
I just know that's going to be our biggest event ever. Again, in partners with the Richland Seniors Association, it is going to be a fundraiser for them. So we are going to bring on a band that will play their best dancing music for these folks, and we are looking into some sort of wooden flooring, temporary flooring, so they can dance. And again, it's going to be just, there will be a small gate fee.
So we were at another event today with the Richland Senior Association, and they mentioned this event, Dancing Under the Stars, which will be one of their big fundraisers. And you could just tell by their faces and the discussion that they're very excited about this event coming up.
Oh my goodness. They are so excited. I bet I get a phone call daily.
Yeah.
I'll go, okay, we're going to make this happen. We're in the process of looking for a floor that can be used for their dance floor, but we're going to have just a nice orchestra band.
Mm-hmm. Another unique event that we have happening at the stage is C3 Slam, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. That will be July 7th through 9th. Tell us about this event and why the organizers have chosen to come back. Last year was the first year, and so they've chosen to come back down to John Dan Plaza and utilize the stage.
And George Washington Way, yes.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful partnership. It was just a win-win for all involved, and they're growing it. They're already, as you can see, marketing is well underway, so they're hoping to add a Saturday evening event as well to really just bring it all together. So stay tuned, there's more to come on that. It's just going to keep growing and growing.
Yes, and I hear they have already received registrations, and they have teams from the young kids all the way up to adults, and
yes.
They're shutting down a large portion of George Washington Way to accommodate all of the basketball hoops. And
there'll be a day camp on Friday for the kids, so the marketing, as you know, is well underway.
And the most exciting thing of all is they're giving away a car, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In partnership with
West
Coast Auto Dealers.
Yes.
So with all of these events, what do we do about parking for the attendees?
Oh yes, parking. We do have parking behind the stage, and we have parking at City Hall, but we also encourage the most to park over at the Federal Building parking lot and then walk down Jadwin, and we ask the volunteers and police services to help us with crossing at most events. So it's been a win-win situation, and we've been able to get people in and out very safely.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
So why is it important to have a community gathering place such as the stage for the long-term vitality of our city?
I like togetherness. I like happiness, and I think when you combine a beautiful venue such as John Dan Plaza and the HAPO Community Stage and happy people, it's a win-win situation, and it just spills over to every other aspect in our lives. So if you have an idea or an event that you would like to bring forth, please give me a call, and we will do our best to make it happen for you.
Especially those events that are family friendly.
Oh, absolutely.
And people can come down with their kids and enjoy, or the other events that are paid adult events where they can come out for a night out on the town.
Yes.
Get a babysitter, right?
It is really fun to watch the numbers increase. The Tri-City Ballet are returning this year with their spring recital, and that for the 2 days they attracted 2,500 people. Wow. And that's a lot of little ballerinas and parents and grandparents coming to watch. And so when you see that happiness, you know that this is a good thing.
And in terms of economic development and supporting our businesses down here in the Central Business District, it's, like you said, a win-win, and encourages people to shop in the Parkway and in the Uptown and in some of our businesses down here, which is great.
Yes, yes, we encourage that. We want to work with everybody. We want to enhance other activities. We want people to come to the park but then go visit the other eateries. Or, and again, like Cool Desert Nights will be returning with a 2-night street dance at the stage in June. So with that and the car show, it's just, things are happening in Richland.
Right, it's exciting. Lastly, let's not forget about our 3 signature events, which all now call the stage its home. So we have transitioned some from the community center in Howard Amon up into the stage. and taking advantage of that amenity. So one being Morning with Mr. Bunny, the Fall Carnival, and Winter Wonderland. How has the stage made these events even more popular?
Oh my goodness. Just the vast area of space, those events outgrew the community center and the back part, the Howard Amon. So being able to expand, we're able to offer more opportunities for more to come. And again, with generous donations from HAPO, we've been able to have free events. So I'm glad those 3 signature events call HAPO Stage their home, because it's just brings more and more fun activities. And there is nothing better than to see all those little kiddos out there running around and enjoying. But then we have the Winter Wonderland that is going to be out of this world. I know a lot of people enjoyed the lights and the festivities last year, and we're going to increase it this year, so stay tuned. It's just going to be out of this world amazing.
We received several compliments and comments about the light show and the lights that were down at John Dan and the stage this year. So it definitely puts you into the holiday spirit.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
I'm on a wait list for reindeer.
Oh, live reindeer? Oh, that's cool. The kids would love that. I remember, too, at Fall Carnival this year, there were upwards of 4,000 people who came, and it was really exciting to see the adults as well as the children dress up, and the families who took part in the costume contest with their themed costumes. That was really exciting too.
It was exciting, and oh my goodness, where did these people come up with all these wonderful ideas?
Really clever.
Oh my, they were the best.
Yeah. Well, great. And that's a good place to end this program. I'd like to take a moment and thank my guest, Sherry Gartside, for talking with us today. If you want more information about the HAPO Community Stage, give Sherry a call at 942-7462 or email her at sgartside@ci.richland.wa.us. If you have any questions about anything else going on in our city, the best place to start is the city's website. I'm Hollie Logan, and thank you for joining us.